Hey guys, today is Tuesday the 29th of September. It's less than 2 weeks away from the next Orion Mountain Challenge for the UK Precision Rifle League. So I need to come and get the new competition rifle ready. I've dialed in on a powder node with the 140 ELDMs using Superformance. And I'm achieving about 2860 with an SD of 7. So today I'm coming out and having a little checky on seating depths just to try and tune in on the harmonics. I was going to take tomorrow and go to the indoor range, but it's 4:30. I've just finished work, so I'm going to go and make the use of the sunshine and the 6 to 8 mile an hour wind down the side of a hedge, get out of the way of it. Pretty still conditions. I've got a few spots I can make advantage of with different wind directions down the side of different hedges. So I'm going to go and see what we can do, and I'll see you in the field. Right, we're all set up in the field here. I'll just talk you through what we're doing. These numbers here above the targets are numbers what relate on my micrometer seating die. So I've got it all written down back at the box on exactly where they are, but like for instance, the number 10 on there I think gives me 2.855, and then the number 7 would give me 3 thou different to that, 3 thou different to that, 3 thou different to that. So those are the numbers on the dies, and I've got all that logged for reference later on. I've got 3 shots that I'm going to use to send at my cold bore, just to dial in a little bit closer to center, and they are at, I think they're at the number 3, which is 2.825 if I remember rightly. So I've got 3 of them spare, as well as those 3 that I'm going to use there to send at the cold bore, get that dialed in, and then we'll start rattling through the rounds. Two very close to each other, and one jumped out the circle. So that'll do for cold bores, getting it warmed up. So then, 1, 2, 3 there. So let's start with the number 13, which is the is the 2.855, and that is furthest away of the box. So we're gonna have to go back to front on the box. 4-shot groups, a little bit more of an average than a 3. So this is number 13 on the dial, seated at 2.855 near mag length. So get nice and steady. Correct your cant. Check your rear bag. Natural point of aim. We're good to go. Let's see how we do. Oh, exactly the same impact point as the first 2 shots. Oh, same hole. Oh, just above. 2 through the same hole, 1 at 12 o'clock. Oh, we've got 4 shots, haven't we? Don't forget the 4th. Always correct the cant. Bullseye. That's a 1/2-inch group. Pretty chuffed with that. Not good enough though. It says that. Might be the best one of the day. So I don't really know if you guys want me to talk or you just want to see me shoot, but for each group, let's give it 30 seconds and we'll try and talk about something in each gap between each group. So what should we go about first? Let's start at the back. Let's go to the back and work right the way through the gun. At the back, butt pad. What can we say about the butt pad? Not a lot really. I have realised, and XLR have informed me recently, they do a 1/2-inch butt pad for this one, with less of the spongy stuff in it, more of a dense recoil pad. I've got one on the way. Oh, by the way, XLR are very soon dropping to the UK. Ruag, take this off so I'm not shouting. Ruag Amotech UK are getting their first pallet of XLR chassis, accessories, stocks, and any bits and bobs that come with it. The full weight kit, the attachments, anything that you can think of that you could pretty much see on the accessory page of XLR is coming in a big pallet to Ruag. Probably by the time you see this video, it's going to be about another week to 2 weeks. So that'll be coming. So yeah, I've got a rear butt pad on the way. A denser one just to see how I like it. Moving up the stock. Best bit about the stock. It's got my name on it. Love that bit. So thank you, Matt, for sorting out the nice little bit of custom name work on the bottom. Love that. The XLR, what I do love about the XLR chassis is how tunable it is for yourself. I've gone through numerous different setups with this rifle now, jumping between having a 22-inch barrel with a brake to then sticking a big 6-inch steel suppressor on it. Completely changed the balance points, and then I've gone to a 26 to 28, well, more like a 28-inch blank, and I've never struggled to find the exact balance point. As you guys, if you follow me, you've seen I've tuned this one absolutely perfect for a balance point. I've never struggled with the adaptability and availability to put weights inside the rear buffer tube. Got like little 1.5 to 2-inch weights that you can bolt into the buffer tube. You can add weight at the back, so if you want to drop weight at the front and drop weight at the back to drop the whole weight of the chassis, you can, but at the same time as keeping it balanced. It's all so tunable. I love it. I've never struggled to find the balance point, and it just feels perfect for what sort of style shooting I want to do. I can quickly strip it apart, less than a minute, it's all in bits, and you can adapt and tune it to how you like. So we got to about here, talking about the rear buffer tube weights. Let's carry on and do a bit more shooting. Make sure my bipod's straight there, because that did have a little bit of a wiggle when I moved it around then, showing off my name on it. Right then, well, I was fairly happy with that first group. Never rush getting into your position with the prone unless you're on the clock. Get stable, take 30 seconds to adjust, move everything, make sure you're comfy. Visualise that trigger pull. Alright, we're good. Hi. All over the shop. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock, all around the outside of the circle. That's definitely not a nice little area to be in. So the number 10 was 2.852. The lands on this one is at 2.867. So from where I did my load dev previously, I was at about 2.850. So I've come 2 steps closer to the lands and then 8 steps further away from the lands. So that 2.855 is just over 10 thou off the lands. I don't really want to be there, to be honest. But if that's where it likes to be, then that's where it likes to be. We shall see. So we've got another 8 steps after this one, but yeah, 2.852, which is 15 thou off the lands. Didn't like that. Anyway, so where were we at? Moving forwards. Let's make safe. Lovely. Moving forward on the stock, we have got the integral bubble level. It's absolutely bob on as well. Absolutely perfect. Lines up perfectly with my scope mount bubble. Absolutely both in tune. Love that. It's in perfect eye position. Looking down, you can just glance down. From when you're looking through your scope, you can glance down. You don't even have to move your position. Straight down to your bubble. Check can, and off you go. Ready to rock. So love that. That's a great feature of the stock. Moving forwards, on both sides you have got little Allen screw grubs, Allen bolt grub screws. 4 here, 4 down this side. 4, if you have a look on the XLR accessories page, there is what I'm going to be doing. On this side I'm going to be running a shot timer mounter, and you can get the little shot timers from Amazon, little what they called, like thumb clamp stopwatch timers that football coaches use, and the XLR have made a mount which will go onto these grub screw holes here, and I think originally they were designed as a thumb rest location, because this stock is ambidextrous. You've got the little blanking plate here. If you get an action that's left-handed, whip the blanking plate out, drop it in this side, completely ambidextrous. So yeah, these were originally designed for the thumb shelf holder. So yeah, we've got timer on this side, thumb shelf on this side, on its way next week. Moving down, pistol grips. They take all AR-15 compatible pistol grips. This one here is the Ergo Deluxe, slightly angled back design. I prefer the slightly angled back. I don't like the vertical for some reason, just don't get on with it. It's great in some positional, but when you're doing prone, I prefer a little bit of an angled back. This seems to work in every position I get into. The vertical, great for positional, but not so good for prone. And for those of you that know me, I do a lot of prone as well. Moving forwards, ambidextrous and both sides mag release catch. Very good. You've got a little tab at the bottom and 2 tabs on the sides. Easily drop in, drop out. Like that. If you're in a rush and a stage, quickly bang it with both hands or your finger at the bottom. If you want to be precise and use your index finger, bang, out it goes. Moving on to the magwell, nice ribs, nice bit of gripped ribbage around the side here and on the barricade stop here. Very grippy, it does work exceedingly well. Ram it into a pallet barricade or a wooden railway sleeper, something like that, it ain't going anywhere. Really nice. So that'll do for that little talk. Let's move on to the next 4-shot group before I waffle too much. Right, maximum effort, here we go. Can. Natural point of aim. Good to go. Oh, low. 6 o'clock. Bullseye. Oh, 12 o'clock. Really doesn't like this area. O'clock again. Wow, that's not great. Right then, mag out, nice and safe. So we got to here. Where do we get to now? This chassis is holding on to the Bergara. This one started life as the Bergara 6.5 Creedmoor HMR, standard HMR, not the Wilderness or anything like that. Would like to get a Wilderness at some point, nicely Cerakoted, but I think this one's going to take a trip to my good friend Mark Twitty down at FMJ Firearms for a nice little Cerakote job quite soon. This one here is the Bergara. It's obviously a Remington 700 cloned action, so any Remy 700 will drop straight into this one. That's what I love about the Bergara. And with the Bergara B14 R22, that will also drop straight into this chassis. So bonus, happy days for that Bergara. Moving on up, Remington 700 platform rails. Any standard Remington 700 Picatinny rail will bolt straight onto Bergara. And then the star of the show is the Z-Comp. This thing is absolutely bulletproof. I have bounced this off stuff, dropped it. Yeah, sorry Bruag, wouldn't be very happy with how I have treated it, but I did tell you I was going to give it a run for its money. And with the conditions I shoot in and how I shoot, and it's going to get bashed around a bit, but it's absolutely bulletproof. It's amazing. In all conditions, I've been out shooting in the rain. Its grips on the rings, the turrets, sort of like a knurled, you can see it from there, but the knurled magnification ring here. It's just a sexy bit of kit, and it's actually one of the best bits of glass I've ever looked through as well. A lot of my other friends, I'm not going to name names, but they've got top tier 1 scopes that are also running in the PRL. They like it, they really like it, so it's a great bit of kit. On this one I'm running the MPCT1 reticle, no Christmas tree, just a standard crosshair, but it's got all the subtensions in it you need for precision rifle shooting. It's got .2s up through, halves, ones, and then carries on after that, with a really nice hovering dot in the centre crosshair. Absolutely love it. So onto the Award. Not too bad at all. Loving the new Bergara barrel blank. My very good friend Alan Forster from GTAC Engineering Services spun that on for me 2 weeks ago, and it's a beaut. Well, which case is a wedge here? We're now 200 rounds in. Hopefully, if finding the last load today. But he does an excellent job. He chambered my rifle last year. I was running a T-cut with a carbon fibre barrel. He chambered that one for me, and that was also in the carbon XLR stock. That thing was an absolute tack driver last year, and he chambered that one for me. So thank you, Alan. Nice little shout out to you. On to the next 4. Let's go. Oh, I lost my train of thought there, talking about Alan too much. That Bergara barrel blank, it's a 28-inch blank finished at 25mm at the muzzle, and I told Alan I wanted 26 inches of rifling, so I come to pick it up and I said, how much do you have to cut off? He said, nothing. I've not even bothered. So that is a 28-inch standard 25mm at the muzzle Bergara barrel blank, stainless steel, 1 in 8 twist, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Shut up, Josh, get shooting. One o'clock. Just off centre. 2 o'clock. Oh, way off target. At the 2 o'clock again. Let's let that baby cool down for a minute. Right then, where are we at? Where did we get to? ZCOM, Bergara, XLR. Moving on to the nice sexy end of the stock. Function of the features of the XLR MV Pro chassis with the JV heavy fill kit. You've got the external weights. You can have another one there. External weights, balance points. Get these things off again. Balance points are so adjustable. If you needed more up front, you can take that one off, put it there. You could add another one. If you had too much up front, you could add some more in the buffer tube. If you wanted to take all these off, but you had it was too heavy at the back, you can take some out the buffer tube or the rear stock fill weight there. It's literally like a seesaw. You can balance it up as much as you like. And the JV heavy fill kit has got the under barrel added weight sections you can put in underneath the barrel into the chassis system. Full arcer, it's all the way with a little extender here, and I've seen the other day that XLR also have the extenders, so you can go from like a 4-inch to a 6-inch to an 8-inch. I think it's 8. I think it went to 8. Might be wrong. Sorry guys if I am. But yeah, it extends the arcer right out here. If you want to get a longer platform for your accessories, your bipod, it is a beaut. You can also get the Picatinny attachments that bolt onto here. I've got one of them coming for the I've got exactly the same chassis coming. They've painted it up for me in exactly the same, so she's a matching sister for the 300 PRC Bergara. So I'm going to have a competition rig and a long range rig all dressed up the same, which is going to be nice. So I've got the Picatinny attachment underneath that arcer section there, so I can run the Tier 1 Evolution bipod. Nice wide legs, really stable stance. That's going to be my preferred setup for that one with some nice spiky feet. So yeah, I think that is about it. Not a lot more to talk about this little thing, but you've seen it a few times now. You're probably starting to get bored of it. So let's get on to the shooting a bit more and send 4 more. Well, I'm hoping in a minute they're going to start sneaking back in again, because I don't really want to be starting to seat the life of this barrel 8th hour off the lands, but we shall see. Be nice if it does start sneaking back in again. We'll get down and evaluate them all a bit later. So we're on number 1, which is 2.843 now. Can steady. Oh, bullseye. side, 1 o'clock. Again. So we've got 2 in 1 o'clock, 1 bullseye, 1 outside the circle. It's a bit of a trend there. The first 3 were bang in within ½ inch of the centre, and then they started walking up and to the right. So I'm hoping that's just the harmonic swing of the barrel, and fingers crossed it starts swinging the other way. Oh, we forgot 1. That's 3. Ah, oh, no, I put 5 in. Oh, you idiot, Josh. Right, that one there was part of my last 3, which was the 2.825 group. Ah, oh, Josh, you nugget. Right, them 3 there. I can't remember which way I loaded them. Josh, you donut. Well, put that one aside. I don't want to throw that one in. I should have brought my calipers, shouldn't I? Muppet. Right, moving on to, which one's this? We've done the top line, so that's number 1. Now we're moving on to 48, which is 2.840. Then 45, then 42, then 39, then 36, and 33. Yeah. So we're only going to have 3 shots on the last one, unless by coincidence that is that one there. Oh, I don't know. Let's see how we do. Nothing like throwing in a bit of the unknown, eh? Oh, hang fire. Time out. Game off. I've just remembered my target. I'm gonna have to move it up the box because I'm in line with my the wire there. So I'm gonna have to move it up so I don't catch a wire. My landowner would not be happy with me if I start twanging fences. So time out. We'll have a little break here. We'll walk down, cool the barrel off. So, I do apologise guys, the battery on the camera died, so no target footage. I do apologise, but that's what happens. Yeah, right pain in the arse. Anyway, back to shooting. Fingers crossed the battery doesn't die on my phone. So where were we? We're at this one, which was 48 on the die, which is 2.840. Let's hope it starts coming back in, shall we? It's not looking good so far, apart from the one really close to the land. So, get comfy. Rear bag in. Oh, gutted the camera didn't work, guys, sorry. Right. 1 o'clock off the circle. O'clock, top of circle. 12 o'clock, just off the circle. go, guys. That gives us 3 in the same hole, with 1 just off to the right. There is a bit of left to right in here. We've got about 8 mile of that. 8. That's a 10. 8. 6. 8. So we might got enough to push us. Maybe not ½ inch, but definitely enough to push us 1/4 inch. So that is looking very promising. This load with the Superformance is above max, so I'm not above book max, so I'm not going to say what it was, but I did work up safely from 2 grains below max, checking pressure signs, blah blah blah, as you normally do. If you guys want reloading videos, then you can ask me to do reloading videos, but there's enough professionals on YouTube to give you tuition on reloading. I've just started following Eric Cortina on YouTube, so shout out to Eric. Hey Eric, love your videos, mate. Keep them going. They're rather informative and very good fun to watch. So yeah, if you guys want tips and stuff from reloading, give him a shout and look at his vids. But I'm more than happy to. If you want me to do reloading vids, I can. Right, let's see how we do with these 4. This is at 2.837. Ooh, complete difference in height. Not great. A good inch and a quarter. 1 at 7 o'clock, 1 bang centre, 1 at 11 o'clock and 1 above 11 o'clock out the circle. So not great results there. I was sort of hoping for another similar good group, and I'd have been quite happy with the seating depth, but to have 1 crap group, 1 really good group, and then a crap group again doesn't fill you with happiness. See how the old barrel's doing. Yeah, she's alright. She's warm. She's not toasty, but we'll give her a little minute. Yeah, give her a minute. So, what can we chat about now? What can we chat about? What do you guys want me to chat about? That would be a nice one. So if I'm out shooting, you want me to chat, then drop some comments below, and next time I'm out having a play, doing some vids, we can talk about whatever you want. Grip tape. There we go, some grip tape on my scope. What I found was, back in the day when I first started taking part in precision rifle shooting, there was an evil friend of mine called Tiff Jew, who was, let's say, he come up with some tricksy stages, as a few of us would like to call them lately. One of which was, as many of you will remember if you came down to the Roundhouse Rifle Challenges, there was an old stone bank on Bodmin Moor with a ladder going up the bank with electric wire fence at the top. You had to sneak your rifle through the electric fence, well, through the fence, just to check a sheep mesh fence. And I always used to come away with a big scratch from either barbed wire or just a scratch on the top of my scope from pushing it through, or having the barbed wire rubbing against the top of my scope. So I was in the kitchen one day doing some dry fire, and I remembered that moment, so thanks for that, Tiff. And I thought, I'm not going to let that happen to the Z-Comp, even though how hard wearing it is. You guys that have seen my Z-Comp paint wearing video on how hard wearing it is. Check it out, it's quite funny. So yeah, a barbed wire fence probably wouldn't scratch it, to be fair, and I wanted a little bit of more purchase. I do have a bit of a habit of getting my hand up here when I'm on a barricade, so I wanted something that wasn't going to slip off if it started hammering it down one day, got a bit wet and slippy. And also sometimes I pick it up from a stage, or if it's on the floor and I need to move it, I'll sometimes pick it up here, quite close to the mount, but I won't grab it at the end here, but sometimes I'll grab it here, so that also helps. So that's why I got that on there. How are we doing? Not too bad, not too bad. Another 30 seconds or a minute maybe. So let me know what you guys think. If you're doing seat and depth tests, like I am here, and you get some sporadic results, but then you get one group that hammers all three, or three in the same hole, one slightly off maybe because of a bit of wind. But do you use that group, or do you like to see 2 or 3 groups together in the same area? If it's me, I'd like 2 or 3 in the same area really, to show a bit of consistency, and then bang your seat and depth in between the 2, but that didn't happen, sadly. Let's move on to the next 4. Come on, let's pray for 2 groups. 2 good groups, come on baby. Alright, 4 groups left. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Evening, Bonbon. Evening. You right? I didn't want to scare you.
No, you wouldn't scare me.
Takes more than a bang to scare you, doesn't it?
I did hear you shoot.
Yeah, I just heard a voice and I thought, oh, wait a minute.
See you later.
See you later. The joy of living in the countryside, eh? You know everyone. Right then, I'll get that round back in that mag. Right then. Try again, shall we? Oh, that's a good position. That's solid. Right, let's go. Ah, safety might help. O'clock. Same old. That recoil feels different. Might be dreaming it, but oh, get out. Oh no, there's one above. My bad. But that is 3 in the same hole. Like literally the same hole. Right, I have to remember that one. That is on 42. 2.834. Wow. Don't know why. That recoil pulse felt smooth. Like, really smooth. that wouldn't make a difference, would it? You wouldn't be able to tell in your shoulder and your whether it was a good harmonic. Nah. Talking junk. Shut up, Josh. Spend too long in a field on my own. Alright. This one here is, what have we got left? 39. 2.831. Alright, come on baby, that's 3 through the same hole, 1 above. Let's have another good group and we'll go right in between them and call it a day. Oh, it's the first one that I've centre punched. Like literally took the centre right out of it. Just off at 2 o'clock. Oh, out the circle. Nah, not amazing. Half inch to an inch, 3/4 of an inch maybe. How's she feeling? She's warm, so I'm going to pause that. Oh, I'm doing the lights dropping, so I'm going to get my binos out. These ones, absolutely love them. Thank you for these guys. Ruag have let me borrow these for a bit. They're the new Gecko rangefinder, 10 to 50. Clarity is outstanding. I've never actually owned a set of bino rangefinders, but wow, haven't they transformed the way I look at everything. But yeah, literally well, as the light's failing up in the morning, great clarity, and like literally, let's go over here and have a little looky. Don't know if you can see, but that hedgerow over there, oh, that's on my finger, over there by the sea is, I shall tell you, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to press the button. 3, 2, 1. 1924 yards. Like, that's how quick they are. Like, bouncing off that hedge. See if we can zoom in. Over there, look. 1924 yards. Over there at the sea. Oh, where's my finger? Yeah, long way. I've had them, I was out my bedroom window a few weeks ago. This is my land, well not my land, this is my landowner's land. So thank you very much to my amazing landowner. He gives me all this to come and play on. Yeah, I live like up over there, where are we? In that village up there. And I'm on the other side of the valley, like a couple of miles that side. I was bouncing off oak trees at like 2,450 yards. Didn't even hesitate at it either. It was rather impressive. So yeah, welcome to Cornwall. This is where I train and have a play. Right then, we're back at it. Have a little look around for some roe. No joy as yet. I think it's still a bit too early, to be fair. But need another one for the freezer fairly soon. Nice to keep your eye, see where they're coming out, in and out. Right then, this one is 36 on the die, which is 2.828. Centre punch. last 3. Because I'm not too sure if that 4th one got mixed up earlier. What a donut. But we've got the 3, which are definitely the 3. We've got 1 left. Might just have to send that one for shits and giggles. But this is 33 on the die, which is 2.825 cartridge overall length. If this comes in with an amazing group, I'll be rather pissy because that means I've got to go and do some more. But centre punch. O'clock again. O'clock, same hole. Right, and question is, do I send this last one? Thinking that it looks quite short, so yeah, let's go for it. Let's send it. So we've got 2 at 12 o'clock, 1 in the centre. 1 at 3 o'clock. We'll disregard that one. We won't throw that one in there, but alright, let's go and have a look. So guys, we're back in the reloading room having a little look over, and I've not been best pleased with it. I was well chuffed with this one. 3 shots through that one and I pulled the top one. Was fairly happy with this one, but seeing as though I've got a little bit of vertical string in there and vertical string in here, it's not really one I'd like to consider. Same again with this one really. Vertical there and about an inch there. It's not great. I was hoping to sort of see better groups either side of a really good group. So what I decided to do is load up some more, which takes me down towards factory length, cartridge overall length. I think cartridge overall length for a 140 ELDM is 2.810. So I'm going to do that and nip back out. I've just loaded them all up now, and I nip back out before it gets dark and go and shoot these and see how we get on. I might even take 1 more of them as well and just see if that happens again. See you in a minute. So just packing up after that last little bit. The last set of deeper seated rounds. It's getting pretty dark now, but as you know, a couple minutes ago for you, a couple hours ago for me, the first set of seating depth tests we did, wasn't best pleased with it, but there was definitely some zones that were promising. Didn't really like either side, as I've told you about. So when I come out to do this lot, I have brought 1 set of what I thought was the best from the last page. I think it was 42 on the die, and I have just done that with the rest of the seating. Let's go take a look, shall we? So guys, back in. Long evening that was, but a lot of info gained. Does go to show you need to send a lot of inadequate groups to find your sweet spot, and there we are. I think that is the bad boy for tonight. It worked there, 3 shots in there, and I pulled that one. Repeated it when I went out a minute ago with these longer seated rounds, and that one was repeated from over here, and that's a 4-shot group in there. So pretty chuffed at that. If we were to measure, I've already pre-done it, so it's 464 takeaway diameter of bullet, 264, so it's a 0.2 of an inch group. Pretty darn chuffed with that. There was about a 6 mile an hour wind tonight as well, so a little bit of movement, but not a great deal. So I think I'm just going to go with that. Does show you need to use a lot of bullets to really find the sweet spot in your rifle. Sometimes you just land lucky, and sometimes you need to work for it. But there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it wasn't too long for you, and please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like what I did. Cheers guys.